Welcome back, everyone. It's Roby1, Mobile Robo, out here in Sturbridge, Mass at the North Cemetery. A little something that I found. No one told me about this. I discovered this from the highway over there. And this is a mother lode of obelisks. It says, by the 1840s, the town's growth made its second cemetery a necessity and the remains in current use. Here, monuments are considerably different from those of the old burying ground, and many display elements of high Victorian design. Of particular interest is the double lot of uniform gravestones erected for Civil War veterans by the local post of the Grand Army of the Republic. That Sturbridge post was named for J. Arthur Johnson, the first sergeant who killed just short of his 25th birthday in 1864, leading Company E of the 50th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry at Spotsylvania Courthouse in Virginia. He too is buried in a North Cemetery with many of his comrades. Interesting. If you guys remember Amadown, that's the elites out of Southbridge. One of his sons died the first day of war. Look at them all. Man, is it hot. This is shirts off today. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. It's funny how they say Victorian, I say Masonic, because the obelisk are a sun god symbol through and through, no matter what way you cut it. Looks like we got all different styles here. Some red marble obelisk in the distance. I'm going right down to the corner where I noticed this from. I had a feeling there was another graveyard in Sturbridge. Zennis Leonard. Now, there's a guy I follow online, and he showed me a trick. When you come to the graveyards and the light isn't on these things, you could use a mirror to reflect the light. For instance, see these? See how you can't see them? If I had a mirror behind me and reflect the light off that and put it right on the grave. Surprised I didn't think of that myself. It's good thinking. He learned it at some kind of he chisels stones by hand, so there's some kind of like seminars he goes to and they talk about these things. But he's the real deal. The Puritan, something Puritan. I can't think of his channel right now. Alright, let's think of 1826. John Newton and Lucy. Some Tafts. That's a name that's over there in Grafton and Uxbridge with Leviathan leaves too. William R. Taft. Oh yeah. Definitely some Leviathan leaf stuff. We've never seen that one. Franklin, Marshall, Agnes, Susan, 42, that's young. Plimpton, Jabez. Early 1800s. Now you see right there, there's the highway. I was driving by there the other day. The light caught this thing. Now look at this. It's got fruits and whatnot up there. It's hard to make out exactly what that is. Is that a turnip or something? And then in the corner, we learned that from the Virginian Appalachian people. Them are symbols against hexes, supposedly. The Dutch created a bunch of those and they put them on their farmhouses. Very popular in Virginia. You want to look into interesting witchcraft, go into Virginia. This is a nice spot over here. Plimpton's a street in Southbridge. Actually, it's one of the oldest streets, and supposedly at the end of that in Southbridge was the town line of Oxford at one point. There's a little guy. Hey, that's a tough one to see. Henry. Something Nichols. Thanks for serving. Look at these little ones. See, that's grave substance right there. See how that sunk into the ground? That's straight in. There's a few of them that have that. This little guy right there has it too. The loop. See, that's on a mound. This could be one of those old Indian mounds. Because you figure, what's the date on these now? Let's look. Let's see if this one we can see the date. We don't have a date. One of these got to. What's this one? Now you see how the shadows here? I could take the mirror right now and reflect the sun into this if I had one, but I don't have two people to do that. Perpetual there. You figure this mound has been here, fashioned this way since the 1800s. Looking down, there's a highway over there, Route 20. I figure that's 1844, 1833. This one's too tough to see with the lighting over here. 1869, 72. So these are people from the early 1800s. This is serious grave substance right here. It's all over. See how they're all crooked and whatnot? People probably came down here like assholes, tried to knock them over too at one point. When I was a kid, people wanted to do that. It's just something that never drew me in. See, there's another mound coming up here. See it? Is this an old Indian burial mound? Possibly. That they did it right over, we'll never know. Lackey. Shaw. Tristan Burgess. Let's see what's way here in the corner. Because this is one of them tin ones that it's so important they gotta come back. And Newell Draper, 1800 to 1883. Nance's Fade Draper. This one almost looks like it was spray painted. Julia Mills. Andrew Caroline. Children. What's this one say? Nothing. The little studs are like budded flowers. It's a note. Sarah Burgess, Israel. Interesting name. But back then, and anyone knows anything about Israel, the name is Isis, Ra, and Elohim mixed together, which create that. Lucy Stone. And some Biggs. This is gonna take a few to do this. I'll be going back to other graveyards soon that I started. But I figured I'd start the season today. It's nice. These were definitely knocked over. At least you can still read them. Them things are hard to lift too. Don't think they ain't. This one got some good grave substance. It's almost like there's more to that stone. Larkin and Fisk, Ronaldo and Roselia. Charles Roper, Mr. Roper. Perpetual Care, you see that? See, that one got knocked. Oh, you can still read it. It's turned black. Charlotte. This one. In 19 months, 13 days, the child died. That's sad. Delia, 32, 42. Kenworthy. This tree's not looking so good, in my opinion. I've always liked these branches that go up like elbows. Makes you wonder if they were purposely fashioned that way. It's weird how people want to be buried under a tree. Dyer. Get some Murrays over here and Whitmores. Perpetual Care. This was dug up recently, or something. Obviously. Wonder why. Look what I just seen there. Hannah Dunton. Now the oldest Freemason symbol I've seen is 1864 over there in Warren, Mass. Let's see if we can find one older. Francis. These are barrows. Gotta live the full life. 90 years too. Henry H. $29. These things are really deep into the ground. There's definitely more lettering. It makes me wonder if these things were up here. And obviously they put these after. That's, what year is this one? 1870, and this is 1888. This is 1872. If you go into mud flood theories, did the mud flood happen between 1870 and 1888? Them are definitely mud flooded. Is there a stone right there? That's just the way it is. It looks like it's mud flooded, but that's the bottom of the stone. Yep, that's a stone. Huh. It's the way they made them look, that's all. That almost looks like a Rosicrucian symbol. Usually you can see more of the bottom when they install them. Zuba. Cyrus Faye. There's bugs. See if there's any children. 83, 43, 70. These look like all adults. This is tough to see at this time during the day. The phone gives it more justice than my eyes at this point. 33, 24, 43. No children, thank God. Look at that one. Never seen an obelisk like that. Look at this. Man, is that a secret handshake with the Masonic floor? Gates usually go into a farm, not a floor. Alonzo Fairbanks. They say that's the symbol of marriage, but look at the thumb, how it's right where it's supposed to be, where the Masonic handshake is. Is it supposed to be over the top of the forefinger or whatever? I don't know. And who handshakes for a marriage? There's always a kiss that signifies marriage. So to me, that's odd. That's like, back then they didn't have the pictures because, well, maybe at that time. Let's see. Let's see what the date is on that. 1820 to 1855. So she was only 30 years old. 29. The pictures of that wedding, it's very rare because the 1830s is when they started, Kodak started mass producing. 1835. Look it up if you're that interested. Homes. Look at that. The capping on it looks like an M. Had to make that out. Wow. This peaceful spot too over here. Oh, there's someone taking care of the yard in the distance. This reminds me a little of Connecticut. So we've already found the Freemason here and some Freemasonic hintings between the handshakes, the M, and whatnot. Let the season begin. Roby 1, Graveyard Tales is returned.